Hey guys, it's Jenny, and if you're new to my channel and this is your first video, I usually do very peppy, upbeat, like clothes and jewelry and makeup type videos. But today I wanted to talk about something a little more serious. I wanted to talk about cancer. And so if any of you guys want to click out if that's not your cup of tea, okay. If any of you have had any kind of family member in your life at all who's been affected by cancer, which I'm sure is most if not all of you, then please stay tuned because I just want to share this quick thing, and I'll make this video as short as possible. A couple of weeks ago, my grandmother on my dad's side passed away with cancer, and her name was Ruby Faye. Don't you just love names in the South? Ruby Faye. And my other grandmother, the only grandparent I have left, is the one that I live with, and I'm her caregiver at night. And she, this year, is a 14-year survivor of non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. So we're very blessed to have her still, and she's been in remission for that long. And tonight, actually, the reason that inspired this video is she brought me as her guest to her cancer survivor dinner. And I got to see a lot of people in the community. We had a great time. She won a door prize, which she always does. And we got to hear some great music and eat good food and hear uplifting stories. And it was just very special. So that inspired me to do, I made like a little list, because I'm a list maker, about some ways that they've mentioned that people could help with people in their family, people in their lives, people they don't even know, fight the battle of cancer. So I'm going to go with kind of a big one, and that was one that they stressed that we need in our community, and that's transportation. A lot of people are fighting the battle of cancer alone, and that blows my mind. They don't have family around here, they don't have any family left, or for whatever reason, and they don't have a way to get to and from their chemo or radiation treatments. And when they get home, they don't have someone to sit with them. So that would be a big one, and I know people work a lot, so that would be like a huge one. Another one is on weekends or nights or something, sitting with someone. And I'm not talking being a nurse for someone, I'm just saying, you know, be company. Play cards, you know, watch a baseball game, do whatever you normally do, just have somebody to talk to, and that usually can perk someone up quite a bit. Another thing is, if anyone in your church or your community, anyone like that is going through cancer treatments, of course here in the South we make a meal for everything. If you have anything like the flu or worse, you're going to get casseroles and cakes and all sorts of delicious goodies brought to your house, because that's the South and that's how we do it. So of course taking meals, but also, and more for people who are living alone, their housework and yard work, because if you don't know, the chemo and radiation treatments do take a lot of your energy out. So mow somebody's yard, you know, or just say, hey, I'd like to come do some loads of laundry for you or something. However you want to work it. Magazines. They didn't mention this, but I'm a magazine hoarder. I'm kind of a hoarder in general, but magazines. And I've started this basket of magazines, and they're all kinds. I get all kinds of funky magazines, and I just clip out the little corner that has my address on it, and then I put them in the basket. When the basket's full, I either take them to the ICU waiting room at the hospital, or I take them to the cancer care center. Those people, those treatments last a long time. They need something good to read. So, and along with that are humor or devotional books. Any kind of devotionals geared for men, geared for women, geared for anyone. Any, like the chicken soup, any kind of uplifting thing. Humor books with short stories in there are great. Also, since I'm putting this on my channel that's normally makeup and stuff, offer to do makeovers for women. I know when they lose their hair, that was a big deal for my grandmother. It doesn't feel very feminine to have a bald head. So we tried to make her feel as beautiful as possible and made sure her nails were done impeccably all the time. So as simple as going down there and painting somebody's nails, you know, and just chit-chatting with them and making them feel like $1,000,000. Relay for Life. That is the big, huge thing that the American Cancer Society does to raise awareness and raise funds for cancer prevention and cancer treatment. And they're all across the country. I have one in my hometown. I'm sure you've got one in yours. They're actually very fun. They're very upbeat, and people are just having a ball there. And let me tell you, the ones that our community does, or the one that our community does, is like, you have a whole bunch of booths that different businesses do, and they kind of try to outdo each other with their decorations and costumes and themes and stuff. And they all sell something or another that they've made or that had donated or whatever. And all the proceeds go to Relay for Life. You can get some fried pies there that will just make you shout hallelujah. They are amazing, cooked by these little adorable old women, and they're $1. So check out some Relay for Life fried pies, y'all. Do it. Another thing is, at this Survivor dinner, they had goodie baskets that were made up from businesses and people that donated things in and around the community. You can always make up a goodie basket and take it to your local cancer center. They can either give it out to their people or use it as a silent auction item, and you can make it like guy themed or beauty themed or gardening or whatever floats your boat. Donations of any kind that they can use to raise money will always be appreciated. Another thing is scarves, and as you know, when you go through chemo radiation, a lot of times you lose your hair. So scarves, hats, if you knit or crochet, the little tight-fitting ones, especially women are very self-conscious. So a pretty flowered scarf, that kind of thing. And also I like to print out directions, like the drawing directions on different ways to tie it, where there's like a rosette over here or all kinds of stuff. I'm not that talented, but, you know, somebody else could follow the drawings. And the last thing is your hair. My hair is super long and just super long. I am growing my hair out for Locks of Love, and if you're not familiar with Locks of Love, they provide wigs to children that have cancer. And I'm going to try not to cry. It's supposed to be a perky video. They take 10 inches of hair, and you can put it in a ponytail or put it in a braid, 10 inches, and leave it in the ponytail and then cut above it. So you have like a little chunk of hair, and put it in a baggie, and you can go to Locks of Love, I believe it's .org, I'm not sure, I'll put the link down below, on what kind of hair they do and don't take. They do not take any bleached hair. My hair looks ombre, but it's natural ombre. That's from the sun back when I had our huge garden. The sun did this, okay? Jesus bleached my hair. It's not chemical. But also, if you want to donate hair and you don't have 10 inches of hair, you can still donate if you're getting, you know, a chunk cut off. I mean, if you're getting 2 or 3 inches cut off, you can still wrap bands around it, cut it off, put it in the bag, mail it to them, and what they do is they sell that hair to other wig shops to offset the manufacturing costs of these wigs for children. Oh, by the way, children get their Locks of Love's wigs for free. And to show you guys I'm not just talking the talk, here's my hair. I got it cut and layered. It kind of does this little flippy out thing. You can see it with a darker background. It's my new hair, and here's my donation. I have 11.5 inches of hair. I did it in 2 pigtails so they could get the most length instead of losing a lot in the side where you pull it back. I did it in 2 pigtails, and this is it. It's kind of weird to look at like a chunk of your own hair. I have not had hair this short since I was 5 years old. And the first time I washed it, I wasn't thinking, and I used like this much shampoo, because when you have hair this long, you know, I could like have my own extensions. I'm not. I'm going to give it away. Don't write nasty comments. But I used like this whole wad of shampoo, and so I was like, oh crap. So I rinsed my hair for like 10 minutes. It was terrifying at the salon, and I started to like vlog it, but I was like, well, you know, I may cry, and I know it's just hair and it grows back, but like I said, I haven't had this short of hair in like 28 years. She put it in the pigtails, you know, and we measured and everything, and it got to the point where I just took a deep breath, and I was just like picturing a sick little bald-headed kid, and I'm like, cut it, just cut it now, do it now, do it now, and I could hear her going, because when you cut through like a ponytail, it's like, and I'm just like, oh, and she did one, and I'm like, okay, I guess you have to do the other one. Passing by any reflective surface, I'm like, whoa, and I'll go to flick it, and there's nothing to flick. I'm not used to it yet, and I did this a couple of weeks ago, and I keep like petting it. It's kind of like it's still there. It's weird. Somebody's going to be like, why is she playing with her own hair that's unattached from her head? But anyway, so this is the new do, and you'll see it in several videos. And please, I hope if you have any other suggestions, please listen down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great day.